And this is my second video on my channel. This video is just gonna tell about my story, about my experience with Turners, with having Turners, and tell about like what I've been going through and stuff. I was diagnosed before I was born, so when I was born, my parents knew that I had Turner's, and my mom didn't know what to think when she got that news, so she didn't know what to expect when I was born, really. So to her surprise, I came out looking like normal with no puffy hands or feet or webbing on my neck at all. So that was a good thing. So about age 3, we moved to Grand Rapids, Minnesota, and that is when I started seeing the endocrinologist in Duluth at the Duluth clinic. He monitored me over the next couple of years, and once I hit kindergarten, I started falling off the growth curve, so that's when they put me on growth hormone, and I continued to be monitored over the next 10 years, and was taking off the growth hormone in 2008, I believe. And so and then shortly thereafter, I was started on hormone replacement therapy, and now I'm continuing to do that. It's not really working a whole lot better than it has been in the past, but it's okay. School is kind of difficult for me, particularly in math. I had a lot of issues in math all through middle school and high school, but it was a little bit better once I started my hormone replacement in 8th grade. Also, I was diagnosed with osteochondromas in both my knees, which is extra bone growth coming out of my growth plates in both of them. So basically I had kind of a tumor kind of thing, but it wasn't really a tumor, so to speak. So I started seeing a surgeon in Duluth. She's awesome. I've been seeing her ever since, off and on, for different problems, of course, and I've been nothing but happy with her. She explains things thoroughly, and I'm able to talk to her and everything, so I like that about her. So in 2009, I had surgery to remove both of those. In May, I had my left one done, and in October, I had my right one done, but by a different surgeon than her, which was kind of disappointing to me, because I've been seeing this other surgeon for quite a while beforehand, just because she was monitoring my growth and everything, just to make sure that we wouldn't go into surgery disrupting my growth. So yeah, both her surgeries went well, but however, after my right knee was done in October, I continued having problems, particularly with my kneecap. I was diagnosed with patellofemoral syndrome as well, so my kneecap was kind of unstable. So I did therapy for extensive amount of time for that. It finally got better. And then in 2010, the fall of 2010, I started having elbow issues. So I just went back to my surgeon and said, hey, you know what, I'm having this elbow locking and everything. What do you think is going on? She didn't really know at first, so she did MRIs, x-rays, things like that, found nothing, but nothing was found until like 2 months ago. So I had surgery on it a month ago almost, and it's still sore and stuff, but what can you do about that? And then in 2011, I started having issues with my left knee again. The doctors didn't really know what was going on there either. So I went to my regular orthopedist several times before finally figured out, well, maybe it's time to do an MRI. So he did. He finally found something. I had some extra tissue in it. Eventually they found that out, but first they thought I tore a meniscus, so I saw my surgeon again, and she saw the meniscus tear and everything. However, when she went in June of 2011, she didn't find a meniscus tear. She found that the tissue was like all over my knee and causing swelling and everything. So she removed that, and to this day I'm still having some problems with it because of the scar tissue taking over instead of the actual tissue, but who knows. And then this isn't really Turner syndrome related, but well, it could be. But January this year, I partially tore my anterior cruciate ligament in my right knee, and I went in for reconstruction, but they didn't do anything for it. So I ended up seeing my surgeon's partner, Dr. Gordon, for that. Several times I had a lot of problems with it after he went in and stuff, and he finally did an additional MRI to find that, yeah, there's fluid still in the ligament and stuff, but who knows. And I did therapy pretty much for 4 months for that, and that was really, really, like, frustrating. So yeah, I continue to be monitored with the endocrinologist. Just had an appointment with him the other day, and I am continuing to take hormone replacement, and right now there's some problems. As you know, Turner's girls have ovary problems, as in the ovaries don't work. So I have to see a gynecologist in a couple of weeks, so we'll see what's going on. I was diagnosed with endometriosis and stuff a couple years ago, so they're gonna figure out what's going on. So So yeah, there's support groups out there and everything. Went to the conferences for the TSSUS. One in California this past summer. It was awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much it. For the most part, I see my surgeon next week, my knee surgeon next week, to make sure that arthritis hasn't set in. So, yeah, I will make videos as I can. Please subscribe, comment, anything. If you want to see any videos in particular, I can do that for you. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.